Now, for those of you, I'm assuming if you're here, most of you have already heard the recordings, but I think for the benefit of the podcast and the benefit of people who may not be aware, we should just go through the top. I'm going to start with the first audio leak. This came out at 10:20. I woke up at about 11:30. Been running on fucking full speed ever since. Let's watch it. I'll post it. I mean, you guys have already seen it, but I'll post it anyway. Let's see. If you go to where the fuck is? Oh, God.
It's at the bottom, right below on air. I moved it for easy access.
Oh, that's good.
Show links.
Yeah, I like that. I just didn't know you did that. All right, there goes the link. Go ahead and pull it up. Let's just go through. Let's go through the timeline here. Won't take long. The first one, breaking. We were sent audio that appears to be still gray. That is Ian Miles Cheong admitting to swatting Andy Warski. # drama alert. By the way, can I say not a good idea to fuck with Keemstar?
Nope.
I think that might be another lesson to take from today. Keemstar wasn't even, really fired up at Ian.
He was observing it from afar. That's what he was doing. He was just watching from a distance. And Ian, in his great wisdom, went at Keemstar for whatever reason.
Well, he was kind of neutral about the whole situation, and then Ian decided to go at Keem. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all, especially since he talks to everybody, knows everybody, has connections going back years, and people know another thing. People know if they get him the information, it's going viral. And that's what Ian does. That's the fight he decided to pick. Ian Miles Cheong, perennial fucking joke, decided to fuck with Keemstar. Not a good plan. Let's play the first leak right now.
Out saying that he's going to make a video on me. That really actually set me off. I did not need to see that. I'm more than happy to just let him leave me alone. But he forced my hand, so I called the police. I actually called the police on him. I know what he does. I know he has illegal firearms. I know that he is deeply entrenched in the alt-right. I know that he has a lot of cocaine in his house. Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked. I even talked to them on the phone. So, who knows? Maybe they'll pay him a visit very soon.
Oh, is that right? Now, keep in mind, this is what set everything off, but this is not the most damning leak. That one will come later. Now, actually, I took it out and uploaded on my own, but the original person who put it out, I'll get to her in a minute. We actually talked to her earlier. I got her on Warski's show. I started to save her for the kill stream, but I figured, I had to bring something to Warski's show, so I brought her. She was the one who leaked it. She was pretty funny, actually, too. I thought she was a good guest. All right, here goes the second clip. Now, this one, after I heard this one, it went from, laughter, and we're still laughing about this idiot, no doubt, but it got a little more serious, especially when you hear this clip. The guy's a psycho, and he talks like a Bond villain. He even sounds like a Bond villain with his little Chinese accent or whatever that is. Well, I can't do it. Maybe Gator can, but all right, you guys got it pulled up?
Yep.
All right, let's play it right now.
And hopefully soon the Mississauga police will be paying him a nice little visit. I told them that he was armed and dangerous, because he is. He's got guns, and that he's prone to bouts of schizophrenia and bouts of violence. So he might be in for a treat.
A treat.
It's all true, by the way. He is prone to all these things. So that's not just me trying to get him killed. That's actually true. They need to be careful.
He's in for a treat. That's not just me.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're right. He does sound like a Bond villain.
He does.
He wants to be fucking Scaramanga, but this dude is Knick-Knack.
Chat was calling him Odd Job. Except the job part might not be accurate at this point. I think he's going to have a tough time finding a job. Nobody wants to be associated with this. I mean, why would you? It's just, I talked about this on Twitter, but his career's over. Nobody's going to hire this guy. Keem talked about no gaming website wants him around. Quartering cut ties with him earlier, a few days ago, I guess about a week ago today. He cut ties with him. Not only that, today he retweeted my article and he was saying, whew, dodged a bullet. Quartering completely backing the bus up over him as he deserves. This guy he's not going to get a job. First off, he burned all his bridges with the left wingers. He's not ever going to get a job there. He worked for the Daily Caller, got thrown out on his ass. Heat Street went bankrupt. Milo, he burned all his bridges there. Who the fuck's going to hire this guy? And why would they? Especially with this hanging over his head. It's never going to go away. I was looking at his tweets earlier. He's getting ratioed hard as fuck. I don't think that that's going to end probably ever.
Everyone's been shitting on him. You were like talking about the quartering. Even he took shots at him in a video or a stream yesterday. I know Ethan Van Sciver was taking shots at him today too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have that? Can you find that?
I don't have the clip. I'm gonna find it, but I can quote what he said basically.
Okay, we'll quote it.
He said Ian would come on his show and ramble on, and it's like, Ian, don't you know nobody wants to listen to you at all?
Oh, no!
Damn.
And I want to thank Jojo Pistachio for sending that to me on Twitter, by the way. Thank you.
And then what about, we were talking to the girl earlier, the one who leaked all this stuff, and she said Ian would call and like pour his heart out to her, and she's like, wow, this is kind of weird. I'm not even that big a friend with this guy. Pour his heart out to her while her boyfriend was sitting next to her, like fucking rubbing her and shit, and Ian sitting there, and they're both laughing over his messages to her. What a fucking cuck this guy is. Just unbelievable. And then it came out, she was also talking about this Ren. We talked about her on the show a couple times. He was buying her phones and stuff. bitching that she wasn't texting him back fast enough, and that was like a big stressor on his life. And oh my god, I text her back so fast and she doesn't text me back for 3 or 4 hours. What's wrong with me? Why isn't she texting me back? Let me give her more gifts. And then after he gave her all these presents and gifts, all of a sudden the speed increased. I could imagine why.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Are you telling me that Ian Miles Cheong had an emotional connection, not a sexual one?
Oh, no. Yeah, I think that's what I'm telling you. And, oh, man, it's just... I feel, I've talked about this before with Tonka. And it was, I guess, about half a week into his shit. And I said, there's more. I mean, you just know that there's more. When this shit starts, it doesn't stop for a minute. There's more. I feel it in my bones. I've been through too many of these feeding frenzies, as I like to call them. There's more on this asshole. There's more.
Yeah, I also saw more on GameStar's tweet.
Oh, yeah.
He played like 2 of the audios. He has like 20.
Oh, yeah, there's more. There's zero doubt in my mind that more is coming out on this guy. Keemstar has more himself, looks like. But there's more behind the scenes. I mean, people are going to be leaking on this guy for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. And I say the more the merrier. I say fucking throw another shovel of dirt on his fucking rhetorical casket, of course. We want him to live a long life. We don't advocate any violence. But as far as his career goes, he should be buried. And he should be buried not 6 feet deep, 12 feet deep. Or 18 feet, as far deep as you can go into the motherfucking earth. That's how far he should be buried. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, like it sucks for Andy, but this is really funny.
Yeah, well, this guy
just to continue forever.
These
Fucking
people...
Andy, right? Because first it was Donga, and immediately after he got this guy fucking his shit, like gay pornography and everything. Poor Andy.
How many people they keep coming into contact with Warski? They keep coming into contact with the kill stream as well. I would say that the beginning of the end for him was actually his appearance on this program 3 or 4 months ago, October. And that was he kind of he wiggled his way out of that stream because we were being nice to him. Actually, a couple of people weren't. Dame and Zidane really weren't. But the rest of the panel were kind of like, okay, all right, whatever. We kind of let him off the hook. I'm not going to lie. But that planted the seeds for his eventual burial, and he just kept spurging out about that. He was clearly mad about that the whole time. He went on another stream and spurged out. Well, then we responded on the kill stream. Then he got more and more paranoid, started doing more and more dumb shit. It's quite amazing how many people have set themselves on fire for our amusement at this point, and hopefully that continues.
By the way, I did find that clip.
Oh, did you? Right,
yeah, that's what I was spending my time doing. I found it. I timestamped it too.
Yes.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
He talks about you too, Ralph.
Who does? Ethan Van Sciver?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's watch it. It's in the. Stop it! Said, oh no!
I'm making it as mysterious as I can.
It's in the show links. Do you gentlemen have it?
Yep.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
A live stream.
Oh wait. Go to. Fuck. Let me
It's
go back.
23.
Oh wait.
Something.
Oh wait. I'm at 2308. Let me know when you guys got it pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it pulled up. I'm going to press play right now.
And I've been saving it for a live stream. I've not really talked about Ian Miles Cheong, but we can do that now. Mike's not here. Like Mike's in the chat. Oh no, he is here.
He's here.
All right, this is perfect. This is what we need. All right, so
Is this where you blame me for something again?
yeah. So anyway, Ian Miles Cheong. I don't know much about him. Ian Miles Cheong is somebody from Gamergate. And the story about Ian is that he was an SJW. I've asked him a little bit about it. He's come on my stream. He might have been on my YouTube show 5 or 6 times over the course of last year. He was in one of the DM rooms early on.
Yeah. He used to be SJW. Then he, as I understand it, he got anti-woke, I guess, and became more on the conservative side. And I think he worked for. Did he work for Milo Yiannopoulos?
He sure did.
Yeah.
Never got paid.
Oh yeah, one of those guys. Yeah. I've been in the same conversations with him a few times. I tend to like the guy. I've also been in conversations with Andy a few times, and I like Andy too. So this is pretty. Yeah, it's pretty upsetting if this is what he actually did. Absolutely.
Right. So this is the situation with me. I really don't want to. There's a lot of stuff going on with the kind of with that crowd, with Medicare, with Warski, with Tonka Saw, with Failure. That whole formerly of the Kumite, and then Ethan Ralph. I kind of like all of those guys. Every single one of them has been nice to me. So because of that, I stay out of those little arguments. Like Tonka-san not showing up for the fight is extremely sad. But I'm not going to dunk on Tonka-san because he was very kind.
Sad.
Having said that,
that was a fight between him and Andy Warski, right? Yeah, they were supposed to show up and have some duke it out here in the States, and only Andy showed up. I do.
Right. Okay, so that's the story. So yeah, there's this whole internet tough guy thing. That's one thing. That's the kind of thing that you're going to get made fun of and called a pussy, and he deserves to be called a pussy for that. But I'm not going to hate on anyone. Pussy, man. So on the other hand, we've got what's going on with Ian. Now, Ian has always been friendly to Comicsgate. He's always been when he comes on the streams, he talks way too much. Like Ian, this is my show, dude. Nobody wants to hear you on my show. Not that much. You might want to say one thing or two, but that guy would just run with it and not be quiet.
So we need to give Ian a link.
No, I don't want Ian in here. No, because this is serious. Like if it were Tonka Saw and he wanted to come in here and talk about pussing out on that fight, I think that would be good fun. But these allegations against Ian are pretty serious. They really could have resulted in bodily harm. Okay, and perhaps Andy Warski's death. This isn't a joke.
Swatting is not cool at all. 100%.
He's trying to say that it's not swatting, but you call the police on someone that is 7,966 miles away. You say that they are armed, they are schizophrenic, and they have a mountain of cocaine in their house. I mean, what exactly is that if that's not?
You say he's dangerous and psychotic, and you're hoping that he's got guns, and you're hoping the cops do something to hurt him. And that I haven't listened to the second audio bit that Medicare posted. But I listened to the first one, and I was just like, Ian, what are you doing? It's so disappointing. You know, it really is disappointing when people turn out to be that way. And I've said this is the internet, and people do turn out to be crazy on the internet more often than one would like. You know, and we've seen it happen within Comicsgate so many times. So many times. I've seen it happen. And I'll tell you something. There are times when I feel like I'm the only sane person left on the face of the earth. But then John Malin, Edwin Boyette, Antonio Bryce.
No, I'm fucking crazy, man.
And that.
Yeah, Antonio does have that sexy party thing he does.
I own my shit, though. That's what it is. So.
And that umbrella guy comes in here, and I realized that no, there are other same. Yeah, I didn't. Mike's didn't mention me. No, Mike's same too.
Yeah, I noticed.
All right, is that the incident? I got.
Yeah, that's it. It's about.
Okay, I thought that was.
It's up to 28 minutes.
Yeah, 28, 27. Yeah, I think that's about it. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Blown the fuck out.
I even saw Jared Holt was dunking on him earlier too. Everybody's joining in. It's good fun at this point, right?
Yeah, I've got some more stuff actually. If you
really,
check yeah, I've been.
It's some working overtime.
I try. I love Ian Miles Chong, so I want to get the information out there.
Yeah, I mean, you want to give him a fair shot. By the way, I saw a chat saying we should invite Ian on. I mean, he's always welcome on the kill stream, of course.
Oh, yes, please come on. Show up.
Yeah, please come on. Come on, we want you to give your side of the story, of course. I think that'd be great.
We want to be fair.
Yeah, fair and balanced. That's our slogan here on the kill stream. We would love to have you. I saw somebody else in the chat say, get Ethan Van Sciver on. Ethan Van Sciver's been on this show 2 or 3 times, including the famous, infamous, probably be a better way to describe it, the heel stream.
He was for a little bit.
Yeah, helped contribute to our downfall, but he was on that program. Real quick, before I bring up your screenshots, this is... I have to point this out. Somebody linked this in a private DM. Looks like a private DM to Still Gray. He said, "Yeah, I saw." They linked to Keemstar, the first audio. Still Gray, who is Ian Miles Chong. He said, "Yeah, I saw." Freedom says, "Are you going to respond?" Still Gray says, "Already said my piece. Not sure what else there is to say to this guy. He thrives on drama." The other guy says, "Are the audio logs real?" Ian says, "Yeah, LOL. I snitched on him." Then Freedom says, "Didn't you say you didn't call the cops?" Still Gray says, "No, I said I didn't seat him," and then he corrects that to swat him. Small difference, but That's his response there. And then we had somebody on Twitter on my replies. Hold on, I have to pull this up, and I saw Anti-Bully made a meme.
I tried to kill him, but
small difference. No, come on, semantics, but
whatever.
But he could have been dead right now.
It was just a prank. It's just a prank, bro.
Yeah, no big deal.
The cops have told you in mountains of cocaine and fucking illegal guns or drug running empire in your fucking apartment.
This was in response to my repost of the video. Sarah Pant 5 said, "While it is fairly damning, it is rather easy to create a neural net that will mimic the voice of anyone you wish. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt." What?
Neural net? I saw that, and I was like, what the fuck? Fucking psychotic. That's insane. Like, this is the length people are going. It's fake because somebody used a supercomputer to mimic his voice. That's literally what they're trying to say.
Yeah, the neural network, right? That's the new type of artificial intelligence that learns as it does shit.
No, I got that in my basement. Don't worry. Fucking these people are insane.
Fucking Google is doing it.
Why would anyone even waste that much time to fucking frame Ian Miles Chong? Like, what the fuck? This isn't some world leader or, major, influencer of world events or something. Like, he's some fucking guy on the internet, you know what I mean? Like, some weirdo spur. Like, what the fuck would you waste that much time to frame Ian Miles Chong with a neural net? What in the fuck is this? Oh god!
A troll. It's probably a troll.
No, they were they're dead serious. They go back and forth. They're not troll. They're for real.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it actually is unbelievable. There was another. What am I? Fuck! I lost my place. I'm just gonna go to what Zidane sent me. Oh, is this more? Oh, what is
more screenshots? Yeah, Daniel James.
I remember what I was going to show real quick before I pull that up. It was in my thread here. This was posted. This was from 5 days ago. And it was Warski. Warski called me right after this. We talked about it on the show. Of course, we couldn't prove 100%. I mean, we can now. But at the time, we couldn't prove 100% it was Ian. So we talked about it on the show. I talked to him right after it happened. Him and Sinead, they were understandably shaken up by the fucking cops coming and, saying somebody had told them all this stuff and searching his house. And, that'll shake anybody up. Not even a felon like me, it'll shake a regular person up too. And Ian Miles Cheong, in response, so Warski put out a tweet, said, I just got interrogated by 2 detectives who came into my house saying they got a call that I was going to shoot people. Funny how all the info they had on me, whatever. And it goes in to say funny how it was all, stuff Ian tried to make up or whatever. Ian said, you got to stop making stuff up for drama, my man. Lay off the coke. That was his response 5 days ago. Yeah, Warski's a cokehead. He's just making this stuff up. Who would believe this guy? And now today it's a different tune today. Now it's, I didn't swat him. I was worried. I was reporting a crime, and I was worried about public safety. And, look at all these death threats I'm getting. And, please don't be mean to me. It's just funny how the tables have turned now. Oh, my God. All right. Now, is this what we're going to show?
Yeah. So
next, I haven't seen these. Are you going to give a blow? Are these damning?
Well, one thing is he's still denying his shit. He's still going to, I didn't swat him. I didn't call the cops. However, he does admit to something that he did, which leads me to believe he did all of it.
There's nothing that you could tell me that would shock me from this guy at this point. I mean, he was willing to see Warski die over a fucking internet beef, and I've had some internet beefs in my time as well. But even I don't want to see people die over shit like this. I mean, there are people I find very distasteful, maybe even a few that I actually hate, but I don't. I don't know. It's just
after those leaks came out, he did admit to calling the cops. However, they had to take the leaks coming out for him to admit that. Here, he admits something else.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
This is Daniel James. He watches our show. Seen him in the chat before, but he's a very he doesn't I guess I'd call him more of a middle of the road person. He doesn't every single thing we say. He doesn't necessarily back up, but he just kind of takes it all in, takes in all the sides, which I have respect for that. To be honest,
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. So here's Ian Miles Cheong in the DMs on January the 29th. And he has one that's cut off. Basically says you can ask me anything, I believe is what the first one. So then the second one says, why make it public and at everyone? I'm going to switch screens too so we can see it even better. Why make it public and at everyone? I've already dismissed Andy's claims publicly. And then Mr. James says, okay, then fine. Calling the cops on Andy Warski, yes or no? Changing his video thumbnails, yes or no? These are questions he's positing to Mr. Cheong. And then he says, DDoS attack on his internet, yes or no? I haven't seen those answers from you. Handle it however you want. He said no to all three. And obviously,
what a liar.
We know for a fact, at least the first one is definitely a lie. The second one, there's evidence of him logging into the account. And I mean, we don't have footage of him changing the thumbnails, but I think it's safe to say, based on his credibility, it's kind of hard to take his word for that at this point.
Check.
Yeah.
The next image.
There's more.
Yeah, there is more.
So he said no to all three, and then Mr. James basically said, well, my advice to you is to say that publicly. The next image. Daniel James says, clearly I gave you the benefit of the doubt instead of jumping on the bandwagon against you. Clearly you find it easier to lie to those who seek to hear from you directly than tell the truth to everyone regardless. Then Ian says, I apologize unreservedly for not trusting you. That being said, I hope you can understand where I was coming from. Mr. James says, honestly, did you change thumbnails, DDoS, or are you responsible for any of the other accusations? Thumbnails, yes!
There you go.
Yes, I knew it.
Thumbnails, yes!
Guilty.
Into the thumbnails, too! Oh!
I raised my case.
Oh, busted! Oh, God. Oh. Thumbnails, yes, but he's still saying DDoS and flagging. No, certainly never swatted anyone's dog or called any emergency hotlines.
Swatted a dog.
Oh God. So he's admitted to
the
thumbnails.
dog's house.
Well, that is breaking news there. Yes.
Yes. So the first thing came out true. He did it. He called the cops on Andy. The thumbnails thing came out true. I'm guessing the DDoS thing has come out true as well, and everything else that he's accused of doing is going to come out as well. When you're accused of so many crimes, and there's a pattern of you actually doing these crimes, you're probably guilty for the rest of them.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, well, how could you take this guy's word for anything at this point?
No, exactly. He's a liar. Yeah. He's always been a fucking liar. Day one.
Yeah, you'd be a fool to take his word for it. Oh man, thumbnails. Oh. I think I need
breaking news.
Go ahead and quotes. I'll do this live on there. Should I do the breaking?
Yes, breaking. You should.
Breaking. Admits
breaking news.
Changing. I won't use the drama alert tag. That's Keems alone, but there we go. Oh my God. That was a good find. There's Dan. I think,
it wasn't me. It was Daniel.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I wouldn't have seen it on air, unfortunately, because I miss too much shit while I'm on air. Let's see. Tom 123456789 says David Duke is the anti-dead air. That's true. Berserko says he forced my hand. Ian thinks he's Scarface or some shit. To quote Dame, what a faggot. Bond villain, odd gay ops job. That's not bad. Jason Gee says, any chance Chunga's connections lead to Kraut and Donga also? I think there's a very strong chance that they do, actually, yes. We saw him
because
yeah, go ahead.
What's his fucking name? Ian gave the dogs of Wild Smile to
Wild Goose.
Wild Goose, yeah.
Wild Goose, yeah. To
Shitrat,
right?
Yeah.
Shitrat works with Kraut.
Yeah, and Manbot was Mombot. Sorry, I misspoke there. Was connected to all this as well. Shocking. I know all these.
Well, if you remember,
ethics first individuals, Gator. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Gator.
Yeah, it's like if you remember when the second Kraut server leaked, the one that Rariachi gave to everybody. Shitrat was the one that posted the screenshots of his conversation with Ian Miles Cheong that contained the docs in them in that server. It was very obvious that Ian was working with all of them and had been for a while.
Yes, it was. By the way, you're crackling just a little bit, not a super crackle, but I can hear it getting ready. Albanian Man says Cheong is like the Japanese during World War II. After sending Andy a Pearl Harbor, Andy sent 2 nukes